So I just wanted to do a quick little speed test comparison here between the Honor 8 phone with some of its contemporaries in the mid-range category. Very attractive, sleek device, but there are some other devices which come with a similar build, like the Zenfone 3. You can see we have tested this before, and it does have the downside of being quite fragile. OnePlus 3 doesn't come with the fragility and is a little bit cheaper here. And we do have the A5 as well, 2016, very nice phone with a similar glass construction. I think we're getting a new A5 2017 very shortly as well. So we're going to start them up at the same time here, have a look at the performance between them. We have a nice mix of processing packages here. The Zenfone 3 we're using is a 4GB model, and the A5 is an Exynos model. We got rid of the horrible Snapdragon one. And which is going to boot on first? Honor, looks like. Oh, Honor, that's a good start. I rarely get a new phone and it actually performs the best when it comes to this. I think the OnePlus 3, then the Zenfone 3 after that. So very good boot up here with the new Honor. We're going to do a Geekbench test here. Have a look at the raw synthetic. I think it's coming with the Kirin 950, which is very high end, just behind the Snapdragon 820 I think generally, which in itself is very beastly. So I'm going to skip through this quite quick. So we're coming to the end of this test, and as I suspected, the OnePlus 3 is just ahead of the pack here. Honor 8 is certainly killing the Zenfone 3 though, and the Galaxy A5 2016 when it comes to the raw synthetic. Pretty good performance I think generally. So the OnePlus 3 comes with very good synthetics obviously still. Single core of nearly 2000 and the multi-core of 4219. But the multi-core on the Honor 8 seems to be higher here, which is weird. I was expecting it to be lower, and the single core isn't that far behind, which is pretty good if you ask me. I certainly wasn't expecting that. I mean, look how long the A5 2016 is taking for this particular benchmark. It's really showing up Samsung here. But I think the next A5 is built upon the better architecture, so that is very nice. Finally got there in the end, and as you can see, the Zenfone 3 does fall behind a little bit because of the Snapdragon processor, unfortunately, and the Exynos A5 is quite close actually to the Zenfone 3, which is interesting, but it does take ages to complete the benchmark. We're going to also have a look at the Wi-Fi performance on all of them to see how they compare here. So we'll just go to the Wi-Fi app on all of them. The great thing about the Honor 8 is that it does actually support the 5G support, so we're going to run the test here. And you can see very good score here starting off. Not quite the level of flagship, but still very decent indeed. Upload's a bit low. On an 8 better than the Zenfone 3 here. I think the upload probably is being used by a lot of people now. OnePlus does pip it, only just. I think you can see here, you know, if you're worried about the performance on the Honor 8 and you're thinking of it over the OnePlus 3, you really shouldn't be too much. It seems to be able to keep up here with the OnePlus 3 in terms of the benchmark. And the A5 coming with slightly less score, but the best for the upload. So you can see here Honor 8 has done quite well, particularly on Geekbench. I was very surprised actually to see the score there. In terms of the actual other things, obviously with the OnePlus 3 you are getting a more stock build here, which will definitely appeal to a lot of people. Also on the A5 you're getting an AMOLED display, which does look much more vibrant than the one on the Honor 8 generally in terms of the saturation levels, but not everyone does actually like AMOLED. Some people do like the LCD, you know, realistic colours. Obviously it's a little bit smaller as well than these two. I did mention that on the review. I think they all support fast charging, so that's quite nice. They all have very nice camera setups. Maybe the A5 is a bit dated now compared to these three, which are very strong when it comes to the optics. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here. We'll compare the Honor 8 with some other phones as well, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.